in the shadowland, nobody's innocent. Hand to mouth, we live like demons. Stuck in the phantom zone, lost in a thunderdome. Twilight ruled the day. We found the impossible, now we're unstoppable. Taking off the world beneath us. Strong under pressure, we'll make it together. Our universe will change. Freedom looking down a telescope. Starlight never been so beautiful. Whole world waiting for us, time to go. Escaping gravity. We'll be rising high above the rain. Sunset never gonna be the same. Thunder calling us to outer space. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Straight to the galaxy, faster than sanity. Left behind a land forsaken. Black holes and meteors, riding on shooting stars. Fearless like our dreams. We shoot down a satellite, wings of a butterfly. Constellations recreate and fighting for liberty. Raising the energy, bursting at the seams. Freedom looking down a telescope. Starlight never been so beautiful. Whole world waiting for us, time to go. Escaping gravity. We'll be rising high above the rain. Sunset never gonna be the same. Thunder calling us to outer space. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Starlight dances in the silver of the night sky. Way above the clouds we will be sailing high. Sailing high. Sailing high. Ooh. You and me, we're gonna touch the stars. Find the center of the universe. New reality in front of us. Escaping gravity. We'll be rising high above the rain. Sunset never gonna be the same. Thunder calling us to outer space. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity. Escaping gravity.
Hey, and welcome to another VoD with me, Tunray. I say VoD because I don't see anyone else in the chat room today, so this is going to be probably a talking to myself session again. Hopefully the music is not too distracting in the background. I'm trying something new today. I looked into maybe getting some Nintendo soundtracks, but I can't verify if that will be like copyright free or copyright strike free. Not that I expect to be taken down by Nintendo, but I'd like to leave as many of these up as possible. I don't know, I feel like having a record of where I've been, where I'm going, what I'm doing. It makes sense in my head. Anyway, today we are digging a hole. And this is the area of marked out. This is for this week's challenge, which is to build a UFO. What I'm actually going to do is dig a big hole underground, so that from there, well, let me just check how low this is, so that from there I can, ooh, that is very low, build underground and have like a spacey look underground. It makes sense in my head. I did a very similar thing with a parkour challenge quite a while ago. I made planets in a big space, but I had to do a lot of digging. I did a lot of digging that day. Alright, let's get to work. It's going to be a pretty boring stream, I reckon. Going to be a lot of this as I slowly clear the way. So if anyone turns up, how are you doing? If you're in the comments, how are you? Let me just clear this gap. Have you been up to much? Any holidays? Any art things you're doing? If you do art fight, how's that going for you? For me, it's been slow. I've been very slow this year because I've been doing a lot of it, all of it traditional. I've been fighting with myself to make sure any of it gets done, and it's a hard fight. My apologies if I sound a little tired. I can't hear my own voice, so I assume I sound tired. I've got a bunch of art fights to upload still. I bet this looks really choppy as well. The aim of Reforj is to try and create like a 60 frames per second experience, regardless of how much destruction is going on. I'm not feeling it here. I've already mentioned something to them. So as usual, I've got nothing planned for what to talk about. And I expect that will never change. Ooh, you know what I could do? Is I could actually go out to this distance so that I can put the black around the edge. Because it is going to be absolutely pitch black down here. The easy way to do that would be probably about this bit. And then just do a run of verticals so that I don't fall off. I say fall off, I know what I mean by that. So yeah, it's probably going to get very dark a few times. I'm try and keep carving off the top though to mostly focus on the light. Ooh. Hello, cave. That's one of the issues with digging out these holes. Is the caves are massive and they take these huge horizontal stretches. So we'll see what I end up with. No, that's wrong. Down, down, down we go. Yeah, I've already seen that there's going to be a couple of caves coming up later on, so they're going to be mildly problematic, but nothing I can't handle. It's just going with the huge mega project again. Last week we did tiny itty bitty builds, and I thought I did pretty well. Then, oh gosh, what's the name? I think it's Derpy Dino? Derpy Dino put out a bunch of cubies, and despite being within the same sort of 5 cube space, they're so much smaller, so much cuter, and they read so much more properly. I'm only slightly jealous. It's still very inspiring to see what they do, how they did it. I focused on getting all the limbs in, and the way Depidino did it was to just have a single leg to sort of represent both legs. It's very clever. Bum, bum, bum. Feels like it's gonna take an age. This might take all stream, to be honest. I have an idea for the kind of ship I want to build. So, a tiny bit inspired by the Borg, I think. I want a big geometric shape. And definitely inspired by Evangelion. Something like Remiel? No, wait. Remiel? I'm confusing my ZZZs. Total non sequitur, if that's the right word. But I'm really excited about Remiel coming to ZZZ. I'm hoping she's going to be really cool. She seems it. With the ability to have different elemental attributes depending on who's next in line. It's going to open up my teams. I might even drop Astra from my roster. Not that she's bad, it's just that she doesn't provide much power to the group, to the fights I use. She's not even maxed out in strength yet, but that's on me. I've been focusing on Nekomato for people. And I'm glad I did, she's getting a buff soon. This is not Reforj to talk about. Reforj is coming out with some new stuff. The new visuals. I am excited. I'm not overly excited. I'm not this is the best thing that's happened so far. Because I quite like these textures for the most part. They could do with some work, and we'll see what they bring. I'm hoping for a little bit less repetition in the pattern. I mean, look at that corridor. It's the same line all the way across, despite being 4 different blocks worth of pattern. But honestly, there still feels like a placeholder, so it was inevitable there was going to be a texture update. I'm hoping that it's going to make more people more excited for it. Because there have definitely been some negative analysis in some of the comments about the art direction. Which is a shame, because If you've seen the kibbies, you've seen the scavengers, you know they're adorable. It does mean I've got to redraw my personal character, my personal Reforj character. And the more I draw it, maybe the more likely I can convince them to add my skin to the game. For entirely selfish reasons. Of course, if they say no, that's not a problem either. That's just how it goes. You've got to consider the copyright as well. It's all good. Ba-ba-ba. How many blocks am I trying to dig out here? Approximately a 50 by 50 by 50. Ooh. Well, look who's put out a new video. I don't know if I can take a break to... Okay, that was weird. I don't know if I can take a break to have a look. Let me have a quick gander. What did they just announce? Celebrating the FIFA World Cup 2026 with a sculpted Reforj build. That's cool. Let's see if I can put it on the other screen. I can figure that out. Let me just switch over here so that I can find the right screen. I got this. I can do this. Okay. Here we go. I don't think it's got sound though. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Very nicely sculpted. Although, I'm a little bit distracted by how much coral is on the ground. Alright, whoever did that, fantastic job. Love it. It's so smooth, very nicely done. That is a very good scale. Let's see if I can find out who did that by switching back to my other screen. I'll be having people's personal details on display. That's very cool. New textures leak. That's what I was thinking. I'm very impressed. Oh, I am. Whoa. Okay, I need to take a look at some... Right, I'm getting distracted by Discord, and that's not useful right now. So let me switch over to... Breaking blocks again. What are we? We're 15 minutes into actually me chatting like a loony, and I haven't even done one strip yet. So what's 50 times 50 times 50? Oh my gosh. So 5 times 5 is 25. Easy peasy. And then... Well, that's that can't be 2,500 already. Has my maths completely failed me? Hang on. Let me... I can't believe I'm looking this up. This is very simple maths, and it already feels... It is. Oh my gosh. Right, well, conceptually I need to break 125,000 blocks. This is the mindless, boring part. This is the part where I'd put on, like, Lord of the Rings, maybe, to listen to, audiobook. Wait, I haven't broken that further, have I? But I kinda need to. One. 9. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go one deeper. Start from the bottom, work my way up. Bam bam. The speed at which you can do this is kind of ridiculous. With no world edit, which would... that would save time. There's nothing to sneeze at either. Here's a section I broke earlier. Entirely blind. Bam. Barely see what I'm doing. There's no particles at all. They might do something about that in the future to make it easier for cave diving. I do like at the moment, like how dark it is, because you can go into caves. Let me demonstrate a little bit. You can go into caves like this one. Well, this one's very bright, but if you put on the blaster, grab a torch, and fire, it's really satisfying to fire out into the darkness and create these little flares. I'm not leaving that there though. That's a lot of iron. Why can't I find iron in my world so easily? If I ever end up on the other side of this, this will help me at least see the wall, I think. I hope. I don't know, I'm making this up. I'm gonna hydrate. Make sure you hydrate or dehydrate. And maybe I'm gonna cough a little. Okay, hopefully that wasn't so bad. Clickety clacking. I need to make some money. Get an actual microphone that's good. It works well. I can't really know what's good until I play with it myself. I look at reviews and they don't... What? Hello. There's a hole there. I can look at reviews and they don't really tell me anything. Well, I mean, they do, but... they don't tell me personally anything. I need to have hands-on. I've defaulted a lot recently to sort of blaming ADHD on everything, but I don't think that's like an ADHD trait. I think that's just ignorance trait. I don't know everything and I need to learn. Not that there's anyone here to listen to this promise, but in... what was it? Once Art Fight is over, and we start in August, I'm going to be... oh, I better stick to this. I'm going to be actually helping out on Cheesy again. Cheesy, not cheesy. Although if you go to cheesy.gay, you'll find an excellent artist. Where was I? Oh yeah. So other than Cheesy, oh my gosh. Doesn't sound right. Other than that wonderful website, I'm going to start work on, I think, 2 big projects and finish one of my, well, the last big project. I've got my dragon to do, and I really want to do the dragon. I'm gonna make sure of it. Row 1 complete. Well done. Let's go to the end and work our way backwards. We are going to need this section as well. I can't really speed through because the walk next to me slows me down. And then I can go down from here. By doing this, it means that as I'm speeding through, it'll sort of stop me braking when I reach empty air. It's very effective. Yeah, there's a lot up here. All to be torn down. And I could go, like, flatten as much as I can before doing this, but I don't feel like it'll change much in the way of time. Where was I? Yes, so 3 projects. Project number 1 is complete the dragon. Dragon's actually really close, I can show you. In a minute, I'll show you close to the end of the stream, I think. So project number 1 is the dragon. Project number 2 is going to be building... Now, I'm a little bit worried about this because of the recent problems with, I think, was it Paramount? I want to build the back rooms in Reforj, based on Kane Pixel's original concept. So no monsters, no googlies, certainly no mooglies, just pure back rooms. Maybe I'll extend it to like the sewers, the pool rooms, the what's it called? Like the corridor? I could do the corridor. I can't really do the houses on the hill so easily. But the reason I want to do the back rooms is because of the way that Reforged worlds are, they're infinite in, like, they infinitely loop. And it would be amazing to build like a huge scale back rooms infinitely loops. No hope of finding your way. No hope of escaping. Just infinite. Isn't that fun? I have to play with textures, but the sand, like, already is pretty good. And then if I throw in some lights, especially the Lumenstone lights, I think I'll be onto something. And a project like that is phenomenally huge. We are talking building on a world scale, and I've never done that. Not in Reforged, not in Minecraft. You are talking a 4,000 square like, space. Not 4,000 squares. 4,000 meters times 4,000 meters. Which, if my quick maths were to provide me with anything, that's about 16 million blocks on one plane. Back rooms need to be big enough you can fit in, so much bigger than 16 million blocks. So I might need to like flatten an entire world, which will be a huge project on its own. Probably take me a year or two if I chip in on it. Anyway, that's just one project. Well, two now, because we've spoken about the dragon. Project number 3 is... I don't know if I want to say it. I want to design my own Saw minigame. Well, I say minigame more because of the scale it needs to be. It's going to be quite big. Possibly 1,000 blocks long. I need to drink again already. I'm talking too much. Doing no reading. What? I can't mute my phone. Well, I can, but not right this minute. How do I do a spoiler? I'll answer that in a bit. I have got a stream to do. I'm focusing on that. And like I said, this is less of a stream and more of a VoD. Okay, so what can I talk about next? I've got my... Oh yeah, it's all minigame. What is that like? There's like... brute force? So it's gonna be it's gonna need to be a long, intricate level. Because of the limitations of Reforj in terms of flying, I'm gonna need to make it super gliding friendly. There's no way to boost upwards yet. It would be quite cool if we could... Ooh, you know what? That's an idea. Can I clip myself? Maybe. Probably not. Let me notepad this one. Cool idea. Build rings in Reforj, of course. I can accelerate motion, I guess. Motion wingsuits specifically. So boost speed. Like, and if you like... how do I put it? Maybe based on size of ring. So if you have a very small ring, that would give, for example, I don't know, 50% boost to speed. Large ring, let's say 10%. As an example, but that's... Maybe I'll draw a little picture to go with that. That's the concept. I feel like I'm trying to, like, bounce into the ground. I'm just going too fast for the game to keep up. Anyway, if we had something like that, that would allow me to make little rings in the course that pushes flyers up, and means that, like, the game could continue forward nicely, even if someone gets a little bit too low in the flight. Ugh, my back hurts. Don't get old, people. It is rather inconvenient. Yeah. That went well. Maybe because I'm too close to the breaking. That probably makes sense. Yeah. Whoops. There's a lot of particles going on. So if you're listening, if you're watching this right now, what do you think? What do you think of my project ideas? Excluding the dragon, which I promise you, it's looking good. I like the dragon. I need to complete the dragon. That'll probably be done by the end of August, if I push myself for it. But no, the real question is the back rooms. Is that too ambitious? Or am I just crazy enough that it might be done? And my own saw level. What kind of things could I do? Obviously I can't do anything that's copyright. That would be silly. And there's no like world edit, so if Reforj like what I build, they can't just come along and pluck it out to the world. They'd have to recreate it themselves. As far as I'm aware, at least, I don't think 4J have that power. Would be heckin' cool. I'm not gonna end this stream early because of a sore throat. Maybe I haven't done enough voice training lately. Voice training is hard, because I keep forgetting to do it. It's like anything else in my life. The hard part isn't doing it, the hard part is remembering to do it. Not for lack of trying, of course. Ooh, I haven't done this bit. That's satisfying to watch from my perspective. I don't know how anyone else is finding it. Too choppy, too much fun. I can't wait for more people to have a go at this. We're going to be getting news about the PC release by the end of the year. That is the promise that's been made. Some people have been saying since... You were there the whole time. Some people have been saying that we'll know at the end of the year if and when 4J is ready. They might even tell us as early as September. That's still news before the end of the year. Not that I'm banking on that. That's pipe dream. Oh, I know how my throat's sore. Look at all these particles flying into my open mouth. I speak and they go in. Absolutely atrocious. Blech. Flying too fast for my own good. We're not doing too bad on time. We're certainly not going to get this whole thing dug out. Which, honestly, as far as we've gotten so far, is more than I expected to get done by this point. We'll try and... what will I try and do? I'll try and get more done tomorrow. But I also have to do some D&D prep. And some art fight things. and some other stuff. Oh my gosh, the days never end. That's right, they shouldn't. Excuse me. Thank you. Maybe I'm losing a little bit of focus. Like I said, this is the sort of thing I'd put on, like, the Lord of the Rings audiobook. Have a listen of that. I still haven't finished the Two Towers. The Ents, man, they were killing me. So dang slow. Maybe I'd get on well with them. We are going to see, me and my family, we are going to see the Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's Odyssey soon. Next week. It should be out today. We're not going today. And I'm not too worried about spoilers either, because the book's been out for, I don't know, 1,000 years or so. Maybe more. And then once we've watched the Odyssey, and this is the order I'm doing it in, once we've watched the Odyssey and I know the story, I want to watch Epic the Musical. Because I think that'd be fun. Since I know, like, the majority... Okay, so someone in my house has read the book. Not the translation that they like, but that's neither here nor there. Tripping over my words. So they know how the story, like, more correctly goes than Nolan's gonna go. Because he is gonna take liberties. It's an adaptation after all. And that is more than fine. So... like, they'll be able to correct me on things that the movie did accurately or inaccurately. To the book. Not to public discourse. Fun fact about the Odyssey. It's fictional. It ain't real. It doesn't depict real people. For the most part. Much like Shakespeare's, I think it's King Richard III. Doesn't truly depict the real person, King Richard III. Inspired by him, based on him, sure. A satirical parody of him, absolutely. But the character in the play is not real. I don't really know where I was going with that, just sort of complaining at the internet. Which is always a very productive thing to do. I've been getting better at it lately. Every now and then I'll be going to comment on something, and if I can sort of already have an idea of what the resolution will be, and that would be no one is happy, everybody goes away arguing, then I'm not going to bother with it. Okay. My D&D players are working on some secret things. I just got in the chat, DM, don't read, and then spoiler text. I will not be reading it, obviously. This is, like I said, I've got to prepare a D&D thing. We're doing... I don't know why I'm doing it, but we're doing... Make the most OP character you possibly can. There are no limits. Literally anything goes. Any kind of homebrew. Anything. Do what you can. Do your best. And I haven't built my ultimate boss character that they're going up against. I have ideas. I'm getting there. That one didn't have a safety net. So, yeah. Once I'm done that, I'll be able to hear what they have made, what they've planned. And then we can do a one-shot where they try and take down the ultimate big bad with their ultimate heroes. Or villains. I don't really care. Give me the game is pure power fantasy. And I find that concept fun. Hopefully it'll let me see some of the more creative things that they can do. I am a little bit worried. I don't want to say anything because I doubt anyone will actually watch this VoD, especially of my D&D players. But just in case, I don't want to give away some of my plan. Part of what I want to do is build a big boss that will give those potential OP characters a challenge. I don't want to just steamroll them with super god powers, rocks fall, you die. That's not to say I won't try and use instant kill moves, just I don't want to just, as a DM, stand up, take their character sheet, screw it up, and claim victory. That's not fun. I want it to be fun. So I have ideas of how to work that. I've just said evil ideas of how to work that. They could work in tandem with each other, those ideas, those concepts. This Reforj, I think it is. Did you see me slow down there? That's what happens when you get too close to the wall. I assume that the bean shape that you are gets, like, slightly stuck to it. And I'm pretty sure we are bean shapes because sometimes on slanted like elements, slanted sculpts, it gets really slippery just to stand on them because they're like too steep. There's almost no saving your character at that point. Oh yeah, I've also got to draw my card. The next card I've got to draw is Winter, so I'm excited about that. Spoiler alert. No one's gonna watch this, why am I worried? If you have watched this, honestly, if you've gotten to this part and you hear me rambling about no one watching this, let me know. I'm genuinely curious. This is not engagement bait. I do not have the audience for engagement bait. I'm genuinely curious. If you made it this far, how are you doing? What have you been up to? I asked that at the beginning as well. These are not rhetorical questions, I genuinely want to know. One of the things I used to do is just sort of people watch. I don't really go out much anymore. And obviously people watching is a little bit creepy, but I kind of miss, like, being the observer in the world. Or an observer in the world. Because people can be fascinating. Not in a judgmental, negative way. Or a judgmental, positive way, even. Just watching people go back and forth. It's like watching ants sometimes. Have you ever watched an ant hive and just, like, admired how they're doing things? And focusing on one part of the hive. Not a hive? And hive. Yeah. Just focusing on one part of the... There's some cool pillars. Yeah, we'll get there in the end. Just focusing on one part of the ant hive and just admiring what they're doing in that moment. That's like people watching. You get to see a small snippet of a small section of someone's life in the big crowd of a bunch of someone's. And isn't that just like a romantic concept? In the sense of not romance, but like a I don't know how to describe the word romantic in that sense. Not lovey-dovey. Getting further and further away from my soft, feminine style voice that I'm trying to work on. Might be the last one. We got 10 minutes left. What can I do in 10 minutes? Can I do a whole section in 10 minutes? That'd be kinda cool. I have run out of things to talk about. I could turn the music up and just go quiet for a little bit. Yeah, I don't have to talk. There's no one here to talk to. And I use these as like mild therapy for myself. And to get myself talking to people or just be doing something. So I'm really succeeding even if I put the end of this stream on mute. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn up the music, turn my voice down, and well, probably be back in a couple of minutes to say bye-bye. But enjoy the music.
For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. They don't fade away. So when I'm gone and when
Oh, hey, look at that. The music ended. That must mean we are basically at the end of the stream. Because, well, it was only an hour long, so... that worked out for everyone. I didn't quite make it down to the bottom. I've still got half of it to go. We'll see what we can do in, like, the 1 minute I've got left. 1.5 minutes. Be fine. Anyway, if you did watch it this far, I hope you enjoyed it. If you left me a comment so that I can find out what's going on with your life. I'm curious. And yeah, have a good day. Bye bye. Johnny.